up with it, man? No paperwork. Dopest podcast cooking. We sat down with Vidal today, man. One of the dopest producers I ever fucked with.
Yeah,
Man,
Vidal.
appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it.
The man, the myth, the legend, man. The
Appreciate it.
I don't know if
motherfucker
I give him all that.
I give him all that, man.
Nah, don't.
The man with a bunch of platinum plaques, gold plaques.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Black ones.
Yeah, black ones. Not in your
So-
teeth, motherfucker. We
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Nice.
so for those that don't know, because I only know some, can you name just a handful of the artists you fuck with?
That I fuck with or that I've worked
That
with?
you work with, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
that
major ones.
Pop
That I've
Ad-
worked with? Man, dude, shit. Like, off the top of my head, obviously Burner's real.
Dylon.
Yeah, we work real close with Burner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've worked with like Lil Wayne, Jadakiss, Rick Ross. I mean, like if you're talking about like the
mainstream platforms?
yeah, the
Yeah, yeah.
mainstream guys. Yeah. Shit, bro, like 42 Dugg.
That's crazy.
Bunch of Joe Bob. I'm working on Joe Bob's mixtape right now.
Right now,
He's
he's
just,
just.
bro, we need some more, you know.
Yeah, what do we call it? Fucking white boy knockouts.
Oh yeah, we'll also call it "Please Don't Listen."
Yeah.
The beat sounds great though.
Yeah. So I see here you worked with Nas, Rick Ross, Ty
Yeah,
Dolla
how could I forget Nas, bro?
Yeah, he goes crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Meek Mill.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Dude, I got this crazy joint with Meek Mill, bro, that
Really?
never seen the light of day. But
Oh, Secret Diddy missed?
I'm
just playing.
yeah, shit, it might be.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's crazy. It was
We emailed each other. He said,
it was a sample flip that I did of Justin Timberlake and Beyonce. I don't know if you guys remember that song.
this is getting worse.
No, but I'm telling you, the record was fire. But
Really?
it never seen the light of day.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's a good question, man. I got a lot of records that that are like big records, bro. Like I could tell you some of the names that I've worked with that haven't seen the light of day. You know what I'm saying? And
Do
it's
you
crazy.
own it?
No, hell no, I don't own it.
You
You know?
get cast out.
Nah, I mean if the record doesn't come out, I don't get shit.
What
you
you
know?
got? 3 on Burner's new record?
I got 5 on the new
5?
album, on the Hoffa album. Yeah, I got 5 on there.
Damn.
Yeah, I got 5.
The album's hard too.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, that shit came out crazy.
You a California
Yeah.
cat, right?
Yeah. I'm from born and raised Bay Area, Pinole, California. A small little town outside of Richmond. Yeah. So yeah, man. But I got some, dude. I got some really dope joints that never seen the light of day, bro. It breaks my heart, man.
So, but they own them, so you can't like let me listen to them and then just re-say it in my voice.
Bro. So
Hey, I
I
make you
have
sound like Puck.
a lot of them. I only got to hear like on like over the phone and type shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like they don't. Like
like
when you're
lost
working with
work, they ain't
artists,
doing
like
that.
like for example, dude, I got like 4 joints with Rick Ross that probably never see the light of day. I hope they do, but I got a couple with Meek also, type of shit I've like heard over the phone and shit, but they're not sending nobody.
Yeah,
You don't get, even as the producer, you don't get the luxury of just
Right.
sending. You get to hear it when it comes out. You know what I mean?
Has most of these mainstream artists reached out to you?
No, so everything is through email, bro. Like relationships that we built with people like me and Cozmo. Cozmo is my manager. Shout out to Cozmo.
You be lying and shit.
Yeah, Cozmo, bro. I gotta give a lot of credit to Cozmo because if it wasn't for Cozmo, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in. So yeah, it's a lot of email shit. We've worked with some of these guys in person, but a lot of shit is through email and through relationships that we both built. Excuse me, throughout the years of making beats and shit like that.
Yo, that's dope. And I know, I sat in with sessions with Nipsey Hussle, right? Sat in with a couple sessions with him in Vegas and for his Epic album, and
Nice.
it never dropped. And he had some dope stuff
Bangers
on there. Yeah, that no one will ever get to hear.
I know
Actually,
that sucks, bro.
Yeah.
I got paid to record his sessions. I probably pushed play like once.
Oh, so you were engineering?
I was
Easy
sub engineering.
Oh,
right?
nice.
So my boy Black Rhino was engineering, and
Yeah.
he had brought me down to help him,
Okay.
because it was
Sister
20.
Pimp.
It was a 24-hour day thing, right? They were staying at the studio, and freaking that dude Nipsey Hussle took a week to write one verse.
No
he was
shit.
he was so picky with it, man.
That's
he was
crazy.
he would
I like
record it, didn't like something, and he'd go back and rewrite it again.
Wow.
So we heard the same beat over and over and over.
Shit,
I didn't
man,
get it,
that-
I got paid, so.
That's how.
But, and this was on before he dropped his first album. He was on Epic, and
Yeah.
the Epic album never dropped, which was
Wow.
fucked up.
So he still believed in the edit and the write. which is dope to me. I said all the time, people are like, "What are you talking about, old dude?"
Yeah.
Yo, man, when you write it, you edit it, you go over it 100 times. You know if you need to lose a word, gain a word, do something different. You know, give it attitude and shit. Like I love.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to take some extra time on shit. You know, like for me, like when I'm making beats, bro, like it just depends. Like when I'm making beats, I feel like personally, like the best shit that I make kind of comes quick. You know, like it. I feel like some of my
quick.
So yeah, that's what she said. You know,
Nice.
Nah,
I'm
but
sitting in the studio with you. You're all like, go.
Sports.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
You know
So like when I'm making beats, bro, most of the time the shit that I make, you know, within 20 minutes or something like that, that's the shit that comes out the dopest, in my opinion.
Wow.
When I start overthinking it and taking too long to make a beat, then you know, it'll be cool, but by the time it's done, I'm like, man, I spent way too much time on this, and it's just all right. You know what I mean?
It's the beat. Like, when the beat ever finished?
Yeah, no, that's the other thing, bro. Like,
I'll lose that. Like,
that's the other thing. Like, as a producer, you got to learn to like
draw a line or some shit.
Leave room for the artist. You know what I mean? Like, you have to. That was a big problem that I had when I first started making beats, bro. Is like I'm trying to add hella sounds into the beat and just make it the best fucking beat that I could possibly make. You know what I mean? But it ain't really about that. Like I've learned as I've grown as a producer that you know, as long as you're just creating a vibe, like that's all that really matters, bro. Like you don't even necessarily need to make the best beat. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times if the song is dope, it'll make the beat sound doper. If the artist puts a dope song on an average beat, it's gonna make the beat sound even doper. You know,
each other
so that's why I feel like I'm still, honestly, bro, I'm still learning how to leave. You know, because as a producer, you always want to, you know, do a little bit more. It needs one more sound. It needs one more sound. You know, but leaving room is key, bro. Like
I always thought that must be hard for a fucking beat maker.
Yeah,
when is enough?
If you
there's a difference between a beat maker and a producer.
For sure, 100%.
Because if you could just make beats, send it, and what someone raps on.
100%.
When you produce, you actually become part of the song.
100%.
You work with the artist. You send your main track out, right? And then you get the vocals back, and then you align.
Yeah, do you hear most of these and stuff when you work with people?
So like a lot of the big shit, no. A lot of the big shit, no. But you know, I got a bunch of really dope artists that I work with.
Yeah.
You know, that I produce for, that I do engineer for, and you know, that's when I get my chance to get in there and you know, give my input and actually really produce the record. Like with the big shit, it sucks because I want to be in there to help produce the record. You know what I mean? Because that's what I do. But unfortunately, a lot of times with the big, you know, the mainstream artists, you can't really be there. You know?
Not yet. Exactly.
In studio session, I seen you doing like
you've been there.
You knew what it needed right before anybody said anything, or you thought it, and you were taking it right down in front. That's a rarity you get out of an engineer when you record.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
You were in out.
Well, a lot of major labels too. They'll send artists a beat with the hook already on it.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
They'll have their own hook. They'll have their own engineers, and the artist raps to it. They send it back to the label. The label will take it, split it up, and do what it does to it.
Yep. Take the hook, strip out the dude who did the reference to the hook, put fucking Chris Brown on the hook or whatever, you know what I mean? And then it's a hit record, you know?
Right. Yeah. And you also got the ghostwriters, right? Which will 100%. Do their thing, you know what I mean? Sometimes,
absolutely.
Depending on your contract or whatnot. So major label recording is different than independent recording. Because independents they can do whatever they want. Major labels have a little bit more say so in what can come out and the direction the artist can go into.
Yeah, 100%.
Just like I told that story the other day on live about DJ Quick, right? We were at a show with DJ Quick and they started playing that song, I'm a Gangster. No, I'm not. I'm a Gangster. And he's like, man, cut that record off. I ain't from Atlanta no more. I ain't got to do that shit. I'm a Gangster.
Yeah,
and he started playing dollars and cents.
There you go.
And so, you know what I mean? It was because his contract, he had to do that song.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And if he wanted the money. Yeah. So there's a difference between major label and independent. So what do you like working with more, major labels or independents?
Well, the major, as a producer, bro, like I like working with the major labels more. Just, you know, there's a lot more money when it comes to the major labels, you know.
Right, but as far as
as far as making music,
as far as the art,
as far as the art, bro, hell yeah, I like working with independent artists a lot more because I get to be more hands on with the music, you know, and you know, the the money isn't as big as the mainstream shit when you're working with independent artists, but it's it's like it's more satisfying, you know, because you had something to do with that record. You actually were in the studio creating that record from scratch, like not just sending a beat through email, but creating that record from thin air. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And so tell me about the first time you received a plaque, right? Because I seen on your IG,
Yeah.
you unboxed the plaque and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Go back to your very first plaque that you got. What was that
it
like?
was man, it was a surreal feeling. You know, it was like life goals, you know, for me at least, you know, it was like Burner. Yeah, it was Burner. It was my first plaque. It was actually for the what album was it? It was for the damn, what was the name of that album? I can't think of the name of the album. It was back in 2019.
2019.
But damn, that's gonna bug the shit out of me. But anyways, I forgot the name of the album.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chivo?
it wasn't Los Meros. It wasn't Los Meros.
Chivo?
It was after Chivo. Damn, it's
Hoffa?
like right on the tip
No,
of my
Hoffa
tongue.
was just-
Hoffa
Hoffa
one?
just came out.
No, the one because that was part 2, right?
Nah, this is the first one.
Oh,
Hoffa
okay.
was,
Oh, what?
nah, Gotti was later.
Got it.
Damn.
Okay, my bad. Got it, yeah.
La Plaza.
Plaza,
That's what it
okay.
was called. That's what it was called. Yeah. Yeah, La Plaza. That was the first plaque I got. So that on that record I produced I had 2 joints on that one. It was the Weed Man. I produced that one, and I produced Side Bust.
Did you enter the sessions?
No, I didn't. No. He does all his recording in LA, and he works with an engineer named Drew Drucker. Yeah, Drew Drucker. Drew is dope, man. Drew is a beast. I produced the main song on that album that I produced was The Weed Man, and that was a dope record. He did a video for it and everything. I sampled that Busy Bone record. You remember that? I'm the Weed Man. I'm the Weed Man. Yeah. So I was listening to that record one day. I'm like, dude, it'd be fire if Burner hopped on it. If I just sampled this and Burner hopped on it, yeah, that would be crazy.
And then it happened.
And it happened.
Right.
Well, you know what's crazy about that? Yeah,
I need to fit my lighter
manifestation.
ticket numbers.
You know what's crazy about that record is I sent that beat to Burner probably about 4 or 5 times. Yeah, and he passed on it like the first few times, and then probably like the 4th, 5th time we sent it over to him, did it, and he shot a video to it. I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
It's like,
So what? So most producers won't send the same beat after it gets rejected. What made you send it 5 times?
Bro, I just felt like it was meant to be. Like I didn't want to hear nobody else on that beat but Burn, bro. I'm like, who else? Based off what the sample was saying, I'm like, who else is gonna
could eat this? Like,
like this beat belongs to Burn. I won't give it to anybody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's crazy, right? Because you make beats thinking of certain artists, right, to get on.
Well, that one I did. Yeah, no, that one I did for sure. Because I was it came on. I was in the car or something, and it came on like on the Spotify or something, and I was like, damn, like I don't think nobody's ever sampled this before. Yeah, I'm like, I'm in Burns right here. That'd be the perfect record for Burn. Like, let me just sample this and try to see if he fucks with it. But yeah, like I said, he passed on it a few times, but then finally it got through, and he fucked with it, man. I was super juiced off that.
That's dope. How do you get around the sample clearances?
So really, it's not technically up to the producer to clear the samples. It's actually up to the artist or the label who's putting it out. So
their problem.
Their problem at that point. But we've actually we've been through that before, and sometimes it could cost a lot of fucking money, bro, to clear a sample, depending on what sample it is. So like this record I produced for Conway. It's called Tear Gas. Yeah.
Sick.
Tear Gas. Me and Cozmo, we produced that record together. And it's Conway, Lil Wayne, and Rick Ross all on the same record, bro. Like fucking just a legendary collaborative record. And so but I sampled Diana Ross, and it was a record called Glitter. I think that's what the record was called, Glitter. It was by Diana Ross. And bro, they raped us on the publishing, bro. Like they killed us, bro. Like
Use it.
They did what?
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah. They'll do it.
We'll edit that part.
No, for I know a lot of people they're dealing with that now. I know a couple of independent artists that are actually dealing with sampling, and a lot of independent artists like to sample,
right?
But they don't know that once it's cool when you're not making money, But
Yeah.
once that album, if it makes a buzz, if it gets on
They
TikTok and whatever,
Well, this
they come after you and they come after you hard, and they can basically ask
Oh,
for what
bro.
they want.
100%, bro. They took for that record I was just telling you about. They took majority of the publishing. We
Really?
didn't really get much
thank you.
publishing off that. I get it though. You
Thank
know
you
what I
very
mean? I
much.
get
Come
it.
again.
Much respect to Diana Ross. You know, she's a legend, and the people who wrote and produced that record originally.
Is it her or is it her whatever?
So the
company?
writers, it's the
Yeah.
writers. The writers, they were entitled to most of that publishing. But I mean, we got a little piece of it, but it wasn't nothing like if we were to have got what we could have got from it.
Wow.
But so now, that's why now, like within the last few years, like the last 2-3 years, I've been like, if I hear a sample that I like, I won't even necessarily sample it. Like I will listen to it over and over, and I'll replay it.
Remake it.
Replay it. Yeah, you've seen how I get down with the samples and shit. Like, so like I'll listen, I'll find a dope sample, like this shit's crazy. So let me just replay every sound. It's called an interpolation.
Right.
So it's you
Is that a
still
real word?
yeah, no, 100%. Interpolation.
They
Look
made it way
it
out.
look it up.
Interpolation.
Look it up. It's an interpolation. So it's not a sample, it's an interpolation. So
Right.
when you replay it.
Right.
But it's easier to clear. They can't take as much money on the back end, on the publishing side and shit like that. So
Can't claim it in public.
after that Diana Ross situation, that record with Conway and Lil Wayne, like I was like, bro, that sucked because I know we could have made a lot of bread off this record. So I was like, man, from now on, we ain't sampling shit. We're replaying everything,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still sample here and there, but it's like, if I can replay it, then I'm gonna replay it.
My boy Black Rhino would do that. Because he could play by ear. So
Yep.
he would take to make a beat. He would take like 2 different songs that he want to sample and mash them together.
Yeah.
And make his own creation.
See, that's
And
dope.
Most of this shit came out dope. And
That's tight.
going back to what you were saying about coming up with beats, like he would always have beats. He's like, man, I don't like that. And I'm like, man, that shit's dope.
Mhm.
You better
People-
put that out.
That's
He's
how it
like,
is.
nope. And he'll delete it right there. I'm like, bro, you could have
Yeah.
gave it to me. I'd have bought it.
That's
He was
yeah,
like,
that's
nope,
how that's
delete,
how it is,
it's
bro.
gone. I'm starting over.
Making beats and shit, bro. It's like
maker. Yeah, it's like
it's like nah, this ain't it.
Tetris.
And you got people around you like, bro, that shit is crazy. You're like, nah, I know it's not
I like
crazy.
it.
I know this ain't what I'm capable of doing. I'm capable of doing so much better. But that's just, you gotta get those beats out of the way. You gotta get those mediocre beats out of the way so you can come with the heat, bro. Like, especially when you go through a beat block. Like when I go through beat block, I have to force myself to make beats and get the average medium shit out of the way so that I can get back to making the fire again. Yeah. No, I do, bro. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let me get this out the way. All right, bam. All right, whatever. That beat's all right. On to the next. Until eventually, it's like, oh, bam, I'm back in my zone again and I'm making fire again,
Yeah. So take me back to when you started. What got you producing? Like, how did you start and when?
Man, bro, I've been making beats for like 25 years, bro. Like since I was it sounds crazy, but I've been making beats since I was 11 years old.
Unwrapped a Cassie
Yeah.
at Christmas or something.
Exactly. Like Pops, and it wasn't even a gift for me. I remember Pops brought home a keyboard one day, and it was like a old school
That
Casio.
shit work, Pop.
Yeah. And I just, I've always loved music, you know what I'm saying? So I was kind of drawn to it. So I'm like, let me fuck with this,
Yeah.
Excuse me. And so there was 8 tracks. There was 8 tracks on the keyboard. Like you were limited. You could make beats on it, but you were limited to 8 tracks. And so I just started fucking with it, bro. I'm literally 11 years old. I'm a fucking kid, bro. And this shit just kind of came natural. So I mean, I'm sure the beats were garbage, but even that young, I understood what chords were. I didn't even know it was called a chord, but I knew that, okay, if I play these 3 keys together, that makes a nice little sound. You know what I mean?
Right.
Did you take lessons or anything?
Never.
Really?
I just always played by ear.
Right.
Yeah. And so like, that's kind of how I started. And then, from this cheap ass keyboard that only had 8 tracks, I was limited to 8 tracks for my beats. So I could only have 8 sounds in my beats. But, from there, I graduated to this shit called I saved up some birthday money, and I'll never forget, my pops ordered it for me off eBay. I gave him the bread for it, some birthday money. It was called a Roland groove box, MC307
I
groove
had
box.
one of those.
Swear to God,
I had one of those.
Let's go.
Hey, I
Let's
had
go.
a groove box.
I'm about to buy that shit again, bro.
I
There's some really
had a
dope sounds in
303
there.
groove box. It was the silver one with the I had that.
For real? I had a dad.
Fuck you. But no, I had one of those that was like because I wanted
silver one, the
yeah,
303. Yeah, I remember that
303
one.
groove box,
Yeah.
man, and
Did you make beats?
it had some dope sounds. I
Dude,
I tried. I wasn't good at it. I'm still not.
I'm
But
telling you, that vintage gear got some really dope sounds in it,
No,
bro. Like
yeah.
I thought about buying it because they're now you can get them for like $300-400.
right.
Back in the day, they were a lot more expensive.
They were? And you bought one when you were young?
Well, I saved up birthday money. You know what I'm saying?
Your
Like,
parents allowed that to just buy it for you?
nah, dude, my parents have
That's
always
how hard we had
been
it.
super supportive of me. You know what I mean? Like,
So,
yeah, so I'm blessed in that regard. But yeah, so I got the MC307. I started making beats on that, and then I graduated to the motif. You know, and I got the motif, and then I transitioned from the motif. I transitioned to FL Studio and shit like that. The software on the computer and shit.
Wow.
That was really tough for me, bro, because I was hooked to the
Oh,
motif, bro.
oh,
Like
yeah.
the motif has like such amazing sound, still does.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, so-
Yamaha.
Yeah, the Yamaha,
I
exactly.
just assumed
Yeah.
you played piano or some shit. I seen you in the studio. I seen you engineer. I was kind of blown away. I was like,
I still got my old Phantom, man. It still
Dude,
works.
bro,
Got a Phantom.
love the Phantom. They got some
Bro.
really good sounds on it.
Yeah.
Shit that sounds way better than what they call them VSTs, the
Right.
virtual instruments that on the FL Studio and shit like that.
Right.
But
I fucked with a Triton. I
Yeah.
fucked with a Trinity.
yeah.
I still have I still have my old school rolling. It's a 303 drum machine.
Mhm.
It's just a drum machine with 4 tracks.
Uh-huh.
And a whole album, Black Rhino's first whole album was made
On
all
that
on
shit.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he
Really?
just because it only has 4 tracks, he did all the drums in 1 track.
Yeah.
And then he would edit the bass line to make it high pitched, low pitched, to do the melodies and stuff. But he recorded his whole first album, Point Blank Game, on that little ass box with only 4 tracks.
That's dope.
And it
man.
came out dope.
That's dope.
And it got a lot of dope sounds still.
A little sideways, but like BFD, what did you record those first songs when he was locked up? The lawyer was going in there with a briefcase.
Oh,
Was the ADAT machine in there?
Yeah, it was just a little 8
I've always wondered how
Nobody
they
ever did that.
bro.
Motherfuckers recorded records over the phone
Nah,
later, but we sent lawyers in there with him to make music.
Bro, I've heard records that were recorded
yeah.
in prison that sound incredible. I'm like, bro, how the fuck do they
this
do this?
guy in
Like,
jail hella long.
well, nowadays they got like Band Lab and shit like that.
Right.
You could
Yeah,
like
yeah,
record it on
yeah,
your
you
phone
play
and
with
it
it,
sounds hella good. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
but like even like shit like X-Rated back in the day was putting out
Just before
sounded
that.
really good. I'm
Yeah.
like, he recorded this in prison, like
My
back
boy
in the
tell
day,
me,
like
he
or
said-
jail. I don't know if he's in prison or jail, but
Prison.
like yeah. So but it's the quality was really good. I'm like, how the fuck
Yeah.
did he do this?
Right, because it was beyond what Dre did over the phone at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
it
something
didn't
different.
sound like it was recorded over the phone. It actually sounded like it was, it was crispy.
Yeah.
Like there was
His-
EQ and compression, all that shit.
His
sounded
first
really
album, Psychoactive, it kind of sounded like it was over the phone, but everything else after that, dude,
Yeah,
Nefarious
exactly.
and shit,
It's like he was a
they actually had the equipment in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
And it
so,
wasn't it wasn't contraband.
Yeah, so like X-Rated was like a little bit before my time, but like my boy was putting me up on it and he was like, he recorded this in prison. I'm like, swear to God, I'm like, this shit sound, we're listening to it in the car. I'm like, this shit sound like really good. Like for being recorded in
it
prison.
wasn't
like,
it wasn't like
remastered.
remastered.
It could have been, I don't know, but my boy was just telling me like, yeah, he recorded this album in prison. I'm like, God damn, this shit sounds fire.
You gotta
like,
go find the CD now. And
yeah, like he
play it.
sounded like he was in an actual
wants proof.
studio.
So
Yeah.
do you still have a keyboard that you
Just
mess
MIDI.
with?
Just
MIDI?
I don't have any hardware like analog keyboards anymore, which I need to get one, man. I always think about it. I'm like, man, I need to get me like a Triton or like another motif, you
Yeah.
know. Or there's another keyboard that's really dope called the Prophet. It's like a real like 80s vintage keyboard. It has some really
There's
dope
Jesus on it.
really dope sounds on it.
Right.
They have emulations. They got emulations of that shit like on the VSTs and shit, but
Right.
it don't
doesn't
hit the
sound
same.
the same.
I got the Triton in FL Studio, like in all my sounds. I have the Triton on my
Uh-huh.
computer, but it don't
got the
sound
same
quite
touch
the.
and
It don't
keys
got
and
the
shit.
same like beef and silky paws. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't got the same,
Just
crispiness.
that a talented ear can hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
takes-
it just maybe like the average the naked ear wouldn't be able to hear it, but like I hear the difference between hardware and VSTs.
Right.
You know,
I never understood that shit, and Rhino would tell me that shit all the time.
Yeah.
But then I grew to
sound
grow.
the same
I
to
grew an
me.
ear to it.
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, okay, yeah. The Phantom playing straight from the Phantom,
Bro.
the beats on that is way
Right.
different from Fruity Loops.
yeah,
samples.
the
You know what I mean?
sounds are just way
And-
more polished. Like they sound way crispier.
I got
That's the
some
best way I can
old
explain it.
samples because he had some drum samples like Dr. Dre's old samples from like Doggy Style and shit like that, and he had old record samples, and I still have those to this day, and I don't know what the hell to do with them. And shit.
Oh shit, bro, you better sell them things.
Yeah, but it's they were official samples and shit.
Yeah.
So, do you like using other people's samples or do you make your own?
Like well, it kind of like going back to what I was saying earlier. Like I do like sampling. I love sampling. Like especially like Cozmo. You know, like I was telling you, Cosmo's my manager. He's also a really dope producer and a mentor of mine, a big brother, a mentor.
Yeah.
And so like, dude, Cosmo is such a beast, bro. Like
Yeah.
Cosmo is so dope. And then like,
He played the keys and shit too.
yeah, hell yeah, bro. Like
Yeah,
Cosmo
Wayne,
actually
yeah.
takes piano lessons and
Yeah,
shit
both,
like
yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
shit that I should be doing, but I don't.
Right.
Not yet.
So like, yeah, not yet. I should. I probably will eventually, but I need to get around to doing that. But like, as far as the samples, like Cosmo is like a mentor of mine, right? So like, I kind of like got my sound from Cos, like my quote unquote signature sound is kind of like a gluten free Cosmo, but with my own little twist on it. You know what I mean?
Gluten free. You can't
Nah.
dumb down biting.
No,
but like,
so he does a lot of sample shit. So like,
Mine's great value.
yeah.
Just name
So
brand.
he does a lot of sample shit. So like at first, like when for the longest time, from the first probably half of my career of being a producer, I didn't really do samples. Like I just played keys and made, a bunch of West Coast fucking G-Funk type beats, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I made a little bit of everything, but
right.
Cosmo really got me into sampling and making shit sound like samples that aren't samples. That's the dopest shit to me. If you're a producer and you can make something sound like a sample
You ain't
that's
gotta
not
share.
that's not a sample,
Right.
bro, that's money right there, because not everybody can
Oh
replicate
yeah,
that sound,
when
you know.
Vanilla Ice came out with that song, he was like, "Do you hear the difference in
Doom
the beat?"
doom doom da da doom.
Right. But have you
There's an
do you
extra
make your
thing.
own
Yeah.
sound? Like, cause there'd be shit.
No, so yeah,
Rhino would do that shit.
Yeah, I
like,
know what
for
you're
a
talking
great
about.
kick, he would slam the door and record it, put it in,
Yeah.
and make that slamming
Dude,
door like a
that's-
unique kick.
that's
Yeah.
so dope to me, bro. But honestly, I don't have the patience to do that, bro. Like
Yeah.
when I get in there, I'm ready to cook. Like I just want to like lay some
Yeah.
shit down. Like you have to really, that shit's dope as fuck to me. That's like a whole different level of like, you have to really understand sound. I feel like to do shit
I
like
agree.
that.
I
Like
agree.
I would love to do some shit like that, but I don't know, man. When I get in there, I don't want to waste any time. Like I just want to, because I got a family and shit. I got kids,
The
and as
first time
soon as
I-
I get in there,
yeah.
I'm like, I'm ready to just cook something up real quick. Yeah,
First time I walked in your studio,
yeah,
this is at your home, your personal
yeah.
space.
Uh
You immediately was on it.
Mhm.
And you're humming, you're singing almost. I'm like, you be singing this shit? Why you sing? I'm like, in the privacy of my vehicle.
huh.
But then your partner came up with a guitar. We
Yeah.
get to talking blues, we get to talking this. Man, that was
No,
probably the dopest session I ever sat in. I've sat in
Man.
hundreds and hundreds of sessions.
appreciate that, bro.
I was blown the fuck away.
Yeah.
But it's also nice when you have somebody maybe doing your hooks or singing, whatever. Which
Well, that's dude.
you can tell them, like, no, more like, and they'll do more of that, like
So-
right away in the booth. Like, oh yeah,
So CJ,
It was dope.
he couldn't be here with us today. I wish
Yeah.
he was able to come through, but
he's alive and shit. He's not,
yeah, I didn't mean like he's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
here with us anymore. But
Yeah,
he
Check him out, the Pink.
Right.
Pink Martini
He's
tonight.
performing tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my artist. CJ Washington is my artist, man. Like we've been working together for shit since
Where's his
2012.
fucking record at?
man. We're actually working on an EP right now. Shit is coming out crazy, bro. Yeah, no, we got so many records, bro. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But so like being a producer and like going back to what we were talking about earlier, being able to actually produce a record.
Yeah.
When I got CJ in there with me, bro, I use him like an instrument, bro. Like I play the CJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
if I hear some shit in my head, I'm gonna tell CJ because I know CJ. Me and CJ got the craziest chemistry in the studio,
Yep.
so I could tell him exactly how I want it.
Yeah.
And you can't work with everybody like that. I've tried to like do like vocal coaching for other artists and shit. Like, hey, sing it like this, and they just can't comprehend it for
Yep.
some reason. But with CJ, bro, we got that crazy chemistry. I'm like, CJ, hit it like this, and I'll give him the note, and he's like, yeah, bet, and he hits it like
Yep.
a million times better than I ever could,
Yeah.
But he understood what I wanted to hear, you know what I mean?
Which is dope, dude.
So like the record that we worked on for the Fats and GB album,
Coming soon, actually.
yeah, coming soon,
Like
bro.
you bragging on it because
It's
it's like one
crazy.
of my
Have you
favorite
did you hear any of the
I heard
records?
it.
Yeah,
I heard it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I was blown away, and I keep talking about it on here like it's coming soon. Like, it's
no, it
supposed
is
to be.
coming soon. We just talked. It's
But-
I went
coming
out to
soon.
a smoking
Hey.
area and called him, actually.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, bro.
I'm
This
telling you,
is
that
sick.
album made me a fan of not only BFD and GB, like I was already a fan, but it brought me. It's a different plateau. It
Right.
also made me a fan of you because I was
Thank
like,
you, bro.
bro, this shit is next level.
Yeah.
Because it's like we right here, right? And we on this level, and it's cool and it's good,
was
but
out of
it
the box,
just
out of the norm.
took it. Yeah,
Well, so that's what I wanted to do, man.
perfect.
Like so I already knew I was already up on GB and Fats already, but I knew who they were, right? But I didn't, bro, to be honest, I don't listen to a lot of music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I went and checked out some of their music. I'm like, man, these dudes could actually rap. Like, it was right when they put out the Enlighten, was it Enlighten or
Yeah.
Enlightenment?
Like,
Enlighten, yeah. When they put out that record, I'm like, dude, these guys are dope. Like, they could actually really rap. Like, and so I went and listened to some more of their music, and I'm like, okay, dope. Like, they do the California shit, they do the the West Coast shit, the EBK type beats and all that shit like that. Like, that's cool. I want to produce a project for them where, like,
it
I
ain't back
A and
artists, not
R,
regular.
I'm the A&R, and we do it my way. As
That shit
greedy
happens.
as that sounds, but I'm like, let's do this my way. Like, let's follow my vision on this one, so that
Yep.
I know you guys can rap. Let me put you guys on beats that I want to hear you on. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
that's kind of the approach I took on it.
That's a real. That's a
It
real.
was a
That's a
double
real.
experience.
Yeah.
That's some real creativity right
Like
there
I said,
too.
he
to
was
even do
humming and
that.
singing.
So going back to that, what I was talking about with CJ, there's a song on the album that's gonna come out. The song is called Ghetto, and we made
My
that
favorite.
rip. Come
Yeah,
on,
my
bro,
favorite.
let's go.
My favorite.
Me too.
I didn't want to spill the beans. That's my
Yeah.
shit.
Did you
Mother's
remember how
crying.
it got built? Because that shit,
You were there.
it's an experience that I'm like, all of us contributed. Everybody in that room
Yeah,
that day. And
bro.
it started with you humming.
The energy in
And
the
I said,
studio
man, I
is
used to
crazy.
put my dad guitar blues on some shit, and you were like, oh, my boy coming with a guitar. The rest is fucking history, dog. It was sick.
Dude, we
It was
started
sick,
off
bro.
with just some basic piano chords, bro. I played them. I played the piano
That's dope.
chords super slow. Doom, 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 doom. CJ played some guitar over it. I played a couple little other instruments on it. Then I sped it. No. Actually, we kept it slow.
Right.
And I put CJ in the booth,
Yes.
and I had him lay some vocals down on
He
top
did
of
it
it.
slick, and somebody said, no, like more pain and more
Yeah, I
busy,
was like,
and he
dude,
went
give it
into,
more pain.
Mother's crying. I was like,
Yeah. And then that was Wax's idea. AWAX, shout out to AWAX.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, AWAX was like, hey, you gotta say some shit like, I hear mothers crying. And I'm like, oh, that's fire.
This shit give
So,
me chills, fool.
yeah, so he's in there like, ooh, I hear mothers crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then I take that, throw it back in the FL Studio, and I speed it up.
Yeah.
And bro, that shit sounds like it came out of
Yeah, you
straight
changed it and made it
Motown,
into-
fucking Detroit.
That's
Like,
bro.
I'm almost mad that
Bro.
you did what you did to it, because when it was slow and raw like that,
when we brought it
No,
back,
that's what I was gonna say.
That
The
was my
genius of that,
suggestion
and these
type of
people
shit.
don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But the genius of that was you did it, and you did it the certain way, and it was sped up. And then at the end, he just killed it. He
Goes
just
back to the
he
original.
went to church.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
And I was
that's
like,
how the whole song
okay.
was.
No, I know, but
But
I
we
think that was a
sped it up.
perfect.
When I heard it sped up, I was like, it needs the
we sped
original
it
part
up
in it.
to make it sound like a sample.
I think that was the perfect icing on the cake to that song, because it was dope.
Mhm.
Like, because I didn't hear it raw, but it was dope. And then when that part came in at the end, I was like, Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
motherfucker
That's
did
where
that.
that's
shit.
where it originally
The
came
tempo
from,
you
and that's
landed
all
on-
original. That's not a sample. We created that sample from
100%,
scratch,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
That-
from this fool humming.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
something I said, and this fool walking in the guitar.
Now that-
Here it goes.
That right there, like I was like,
Dope, fool.
that's the
Bro, it
shit.
was a really
kids
really
almost
fun
hated it. They
session.
heard it for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah,
That's all they heard.
dude, I had so much fun during that session, bro. Like the energy was crazy in
I
that
agree.
session.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Nah, come on,
It was
man. Man,
We should go back.
we
Yeah.
should. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had a lot of
do.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'll come up with something.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
We're gonna be at the studio tomorrow, man. You can pull
He's just
up.
in the back.
Yeah.
God bless the gang.
Where the shop?
Yep, BG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
pull up.
Shit, hell yeah.
But
We'll
yeah.
tap in with you on the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah, tap in.
Yeah, man, that's that's that album right there. That whole album is dope.
And that's just
man.
one, bro.
Dope.
There's bangers on that. I can't wait for that album.
I ain't even heard the whole record. I'm actually
Yeah.
there.
Well, it's not done yet. We got a few more we got to do.
That's some more.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man, because every time like I listened to some songs and he was telling me after you guys had that studio session, we came in here and he was like, "Bro, I just went to one of the most dopest studio sessions I've been." Like I've heard it from this story a couple times. That's why I'm just sitting back like, yeah, like I feel like I was there. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's cool.
That's how I
When
feel.
shit
Yeah,
like
so
that's
connected.
organic. But when the thing is like that, bro, like you know, you're not getting paid as much 'cause it's not going straight to mainstream. But when it's coming more organic, bro,
Yeah.
it has a story behind it, how you came with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and the talent and the creativity and everything that brings all these different ears to it, these different viewers, these people that are gonna feel it, it's gonna give you, you know, a better platform and shit that you already have.
For sure.
But it's also gonna give like people are gonna ask about this studio session years down the road. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, for
This is
sure.
gonna be a question that was like, how'd you guys come up with this song? That's dope. I can't wait to see that.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Man, no, and I'm glad you brought that up just a second ago when you said, you know, you may not make as much money off of it. So for me, of course, I love making money off music, you know,
Right.
and I'm blessed to be able to make a living off music. But for me, like, bro, like the money doesn't come first, bro. Like the love of the music comes first.
Right.
And if
It's like,
if I
oh,
never,
that too? Cool.
yeah, nah, bro. If I never made another dime off music, bro, I would still do it. Like I love it. You know what I'm saying? You know, making money is just a plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's how I feel. I haven't made a ton of money on music.
Yeah.
But during my career, between 2005 and 2014, dude, I lived off my music.
Bro, that's
I was
a
able to live
blessing,
off
bro.
it.
That's
And,
the true definition of success, bro.
Right.
yeah.
I was able to live
was happening.
totally on no square job, no nothing, just the fuck, just the hustle.
Yeah.
And it was cool. But I mean, there's not a ton of money into it, but I still love it, man. I told people, man, I'll be 80 years old still doing music,
Oh,
man. I don't give a shit.
100%, bro.
I don't give a shit if no one listens to it.
Yeah.
I listen to that.
Well, that's the only music I make.
I'll
That's
be
all.
able to ride around and listen to that
Yeah, that's
shit.
the only music I make that nobody else can hear.
There you go.
But yeah, I want to get with you, man. I don't care what it costs or whatever.
Bro,
man. I
nah,
wanna stay
bro,
with you.
come
I
fuck
want
with me, man.
to do a record with you.
Come
As a
on,
matter
let's
of
do
fact,
it.
I actually got a song with Be Legit. I would like to get you
Nice.
to redo the beat and engineer the shit,
Bro,
man,
let's,
if you
let's
can.
do it 100%, bro.
that
Like,
would-
'cause- and
that
it's
would be
love, bro. Don't
something-
even worry about it.
Man,
Yeah, we'll go eat at
about it.
Sharky's. Shout out Sharky's
Yeah.
Chicken Fish.
Just bring some beer, man.
all day. But dude, just the way you do music and shit, and like I've had this discussion with Fats before he went to your studio. I said, when you deal with the real producer, you're gonna know. Like it's a totally different experience. There's a difference between beat makers and producers.
Man,
I was like, Fats,
1,000,000%.
you were only working with beat makers. Get with a real producer.
Yeah.
It's gonna change your whole outlook on music. Was I right?
Yeah.
How I record now, how I listen to music is different because
Right.
of this brother.
Yeah.
Man, I
And-
appreciate
yeah.
that, bro. Thank you.
Because you're a real producer. You're not just a beat maker. And
Right.
that's
Thank you.
That's what I think more people should strive for, because a lot of people like, oh man, I'll make a beat $100, $200.
Yeah.
But to get to that next level, you got to be a
And it's
producer.
evident you
gotta
love your
just-
craft.
yeah,
I
man.
noticed immediately how fast he was making changes in the engineering to things
Dude,
that
the
might have been
engineering is
suggestions
crazy,
I
bro.
thought about, but not immediately. He was like, and you might be like, that should have echo there. Or did it?
No, yeah,
Oh,
no,
shit.
it's all muscle memory, bro. I've been working on Pro Tools for fucking over 20 years, bro. So it's like
Yeah.
it's all muscle memory. I don't even think about it like
Yep.
you know, like I don't even think about the shit. I just do it, you know.
Yeah. I don't think about anything either, bro. It's pretty dope.
You just do it, man.
Yeah.
Right. When you're just in the zone, you
Walk
just do
around
shit.
empty.
You don't
I
even
call
think,
it talented.
you don't even think about
Yeah,
it. Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
I started with Pro Tools 4.0.
Bro,
I
see?
had
Oh,
the
so
You was
first.
before me. I was
Wow.
on 6.4. That was my
Okay.
first Pro
I had
Tools.
644 too, but we just elevated every time. Dude, I started off with a G3 Mac. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Mhm.
Back in the
Yep.
days, right? Went up to a G7 or G5, then a G7. Then
That was after the hammer and chisel when you were doing
That
the
was
homework in
right
school.
after the hammer and chisel. But you know, we evolved, and Pro
Yeah.
Tools pretty much stayed the same.
Evolved
with
from
the,
being a monkey.
you know, with a little bit of different shortcuts and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it pretty
So,
much.
bro, that's the key to all the engineer or people who are up and coming engineers and people who want to get into the engineering game, bro. Learn the shortcuts, bro. That makes life so much
Yeah.
easier, bro. That's when you see me and you look at me engineering and you think I'm super fast or whatever. I'm pretty quick, but bro, the shortcuts is just like makes everything so easy.
Man, I don't even know you can learn it. It's like it's in people, and it's evident when they play this game.
Dude, it's just like
I know a lot of this is fucked up. We call them lab rats. I know a lot of motherfucking studio people just beat the studio 24/7.
Yeah.
I only know a couple that purposely are in front of what you might
Yeah.
suggest or what would sound best for this record.
Uh-huh.
Only a couple.
dude.
But I never see one move at the speed you moved at.
It's the process of repetition, dude. Like
Yeah.
you gotta put your 10,000 hours in, bro. It's like
muscle memory.
yeah, it's literally, bro. Like, dude. So before music, but I've been doing music my whole life. But before I opened up my studio and started doing music full time, I joined the Painters Union like back in 2013.
You're a painter.
And-
No wonder you
No.
have patience.
Listen though,
He paints
I
houses.
joined the Painters Union back in 2013. I thought I was gonna be a painter. It turns out the company that hired me, it was vinyl wall covering.
Oh, I
Bro,
love
so
doing
I'm-
vinyl application, bro. I'm hella
Bro.
good at that.
Wallpaper?
I
No,
was
vinyl application.
I was so garbage, bro. Like I almost quit so many times, bro. My foreman used to chew my ass out all the time, bro. I didn't even know how to use a tape measure, bro. They used to abuse my ass, bro. Like, but I say that to say, like, everything is repetition, bro. Like within 2 years of having that job, bro, I was running jobs by myself.
Yeah.
And I feel like everything that I ever set my mind to, I'm like one of those kind of people, like anything I ever gave a fuck about or set my mind to, I always became pretty good at
You
it.
ain't taking no L.
Yeah. And I wish I was able to apply that to more things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could fucking change my own oil instead of taking it to a fucking mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But I just don't give a fuck enough to do it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't want to be greasy.
Yeah.
I don't like t-shirts. I'm like,
Nah,
I'll
you
drink it
get
to a
you
much.
get what I'm saying though, right?
University.
Yeah,
would have to change
bro,
my-
come on, 100%.
You know what I mean?
University, bro.
YouTube University. And once I bought my first house, I was like, man,
You start fixing that motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck that, because I
You
ain't calling nobody.
Repairing the garbage
You learn
disposal
on
and all
YouTube
shit.
at home?
No, I learned YouTube how to fix my electricity
Oh,
and shit,
fix
my
it, yeah.
plumbing and shit, little simple
See,
shit.
that's way
Not
beyond
hard
my
shit.
mechanical
I
skills.
know
I was-
electricity.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
that shit. I do all that shit too at the house.
Yeah, see, bro.
I'm not very good at finishing when I start sometimes. Like I'll get something started and then I'll look like, oh, that part should get painted too. And then I'll start that and then I'm like, damn, that window's kind of messed up. And then I'll start that. And, like I'll go to get a brush or something
Yeah.
and then I'm like, squirrel. Oh shit, I got.
You know what I mean? All over the place.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
man.
what this HD shit is, but that motherfucker said I got 80 of them.
Is that what it is? No.
Yeah.
People call me an
No,
alcoholic.
man, like you do anything enough, you're gonna get. If you don't get good at it, then you got a fucking problem.
Yeah.
If you're doing something every day and you don't get good at it, bro.
That's why I stopped being a criminal.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped being a criminal.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, if you're doing some shit every day and you're not getting better at it, then just fucking quit.
Yeah, I did. I went and got a job. Actually, Painters Union.
There you go. Really? Okay. Local 741.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting
Local
advice to tell my
510.
boss that
Nice,
shit
nice.
tomorrow.
Right. So, I mean, with all your successes, and you are successful at this game, man, any advice you can give to anybody that's trying to get into the game? Because there's a lot of people that would love to be in your position.
Before you,
They just don't know how.
I think we should reiterate the 10,000 hours too on this one, in my opinion. But
Yeah, no.
yeah. I just want to throw that in there.
Well, yeah, that's definitely part of it, bro. Like put
Yeah,
just
work
put
pressure.
in the work, and to be honest with you, bro, like I can comfortably say I got my 10,000 hours in, but I'm still not where I want to be. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things that I want to do and I want to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? But if there's one piece of advice I could give to anybody, bro, just don't give up. Like that's the bet. Just don't give up. Like Nipsey said. I'm no different than anybody else. I didn't quit. I didn't give up.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't dropping no excuses.
Rest in
Keep that
peace,
yeah.
Nip, man.
Rest in peace, Nip. But when he said that, I felt that, bro. I'm like, yeah, like he said, I'm no different than anybody else. I just didn't quit, you know? And I never quit, you know, like you know, even when I you know, I've been doing music my whole life, but even when I left, you know, doing the music and got you know, I joined the painters union, I was doing construction and shit. I would get home from work tired as a motherfucker, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, driving all the way to goddamn Sunnyvale and 4 or 5 hours just in the car, not even getting paid, you know, just sitting in traffic there and back.
That's
But
the
I would
bay
come-
for you too. It's
Yeah.
not that far
Yeah.
from your house or
But
whatever.
I would come back home and instantly get in the studio and start making beats.
Yep.
Bro, if you're not putting that work in, you can't expect to go to the next level. So just put the work in, man, and keep getting better. Watch
Yeah.
YouTube. Go to YouTube University and get some game. And I still, bro, like making beats, I still go on YouTube and watch videos and learn how to do shit, like as far as making beats and engineering. Bro, it's like this shit is a never-ending learning process. You're never going to know everything, you know?
Right.
I love working with other producers and engineers. I feel like I learn something new every time. Like, oh damn, how did you do that? Like, oh dope, like good looking. Like now I
Keep
can put that
fire
in my
alive type of
put
shit.
that in my arsenal now. You know what I mean? Like,
You don't want to sit stagnant. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure. So just don't quit.
Right.
Don't quit, man. Just keep on keeping on.
So tell me about the most memorable album you've worked on, or the most memorable project.
The most memorable project I've worked on has got to be the Gotti album, Burner's Gotti album.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I went down to LA to work with Burn for that album. You know, Burn thought that was probably gonna be his last album. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
And so that
The-
when you got sick
yeah,
and everything like
yeah.
that.
Thank God. You
Shout
know,
out Burner, bounce back, man.
yeah. Thank God that wasn't the case. You know, but you know, he honestly thought that was probably gonna be his last album. You know, so
Fucking drive is probably different.
what's that?
You know, like I'm,
Oh, you
I'm
talking about as far as yeah,
It'll be my last one,
bro. That's
you
when
know,
that's when he
crazy.
got Nas on that record with me and Cozmo produced. It's called Too Many Goats. It's Nas, it's Burner, Nas, Rick Ross, Jadakiss, and Kevin Cossom on the hook.
Crazy.
Dope.
Crazy.
So that record was huge. That's still one of my favorite records that I've ever produced. But
The engineer, you was in house.
I wasn't engineer. I was there in the studio when they recorded it, but I wasn't, or when they were working on it, I should say. They had already recorded it. I was there for like the mixing process or whatever. But yeah, we worked in, I think it was Paramount Studios in LA. But yeah,
Oh, that's dope.
yeah,
Right.
man. Yeah. So, we went, me and CJ actually, we went down and worked with, Burn on that Gotti album. And it was really dope, man. I got like 7 joints on that album.
On that record.
Yeah, on that
Yeah.
album, and just to know the work that Burn put into that album, and knowing, you know, I can't even imagine what his thought process was like during that album, like thinking that this could possibly be the last album that I ever make, and that's my favorite piece of work that Burn has ever done, bro. Like it sounds different, man. Like
Yeah.
the production, the shit he's talking about, the bars is like, man, Burn came with it for that album. So, and I was actually, you know, I was able to be there in person for it, and it was just a dope
That's a
dope experience. Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
No, that's dope. And, so, what's next for you in the future? Like, what do you see? I know you manifest a lot. We talk about manifesting things. Like,
Yeah, man.
What do you see yourself, man? What's next for you? I should say.
Well,
To the vehicle.
I would say
Let these bitches know.
I need an intern. Man, whoever's watching this right now or when this comes out, man, tap in with me. I need an intern to come and fucking
Like an assistant.
yeah.
I'll do it.
I need an intern to come. I need an intern to come work for free.
I'll do it.
No opinion, no
I
argument,
would do
or-
it, but I have like 2 left feet. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
Can't dance or listen to
Give me a
music
girl,
good.
you have to listen.
Nah, bro.
Side.
So you know, I would like to open another studio. And I would like to not be the main engineer. A lot of my clients like enjoy working with me.
Passive income.
And exactly,
You're not
exactly.
exchanging your time for money.
Exactly. And
God
you know,
bless
don't
you.
get me wrong, I enjoy working with a lot of my clients too, but I would like to get it to where I just own the studio and not operate it. You know what I mean? Like
It's
you said,
it's
passive.
like owning land. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Passive-
having a building and you're
Yeah.
renting out all the studios. And
Passive
stuff, you know?
income, having engineers working for me. As
Spending
far as
more
the
time with your kids. And stuff
exactly
like that.
spending time with my kids, my
Yeah,
family,
financial freedom.
yeah, financial
Yeah.
freedom, all that shit, man. And as far as the production, man, bro, it's hard to say. Like I could sit here and tell you I wanna get a record with Drake or or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or anybody. That story is already written for me, you know what I'm saying? We'll just see how it unfolds. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
God has already written that story for me.
God
So,
bless the game.
Piece of
God
God
bless
I can
the
give
game.
you though about like interns, like what we did for the magazine. We went to the local college, looked for journalists in majors,
yeah.
and had them intern for free and actually write some of our articles and shit. So
Nice.
if you go to a production college and have them work for credits,
Yeah,
give 'em-
bro.
give them who you are.
That's
you
a
can
good
get
part.
interns.
Thank you for
and
that.
shit.
I'm-
It's-
we're gonna talk
they're
more
free.
about this later.
Yeah, I mean they're free, and they earn credits. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
What about
And,
selling my cannabis? I'm just kidding.
about
I'm just
that.
kidding.
But yeah, it's just a little bit of game. You
Man,
go to
thank
local
you, bro.
college, if
Yeah,
you have your-
I want to talk about that later after this.
Yeah, you just have your business license and shit. And
Yeah,
forget.
yeah, I got it. I got all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, as far as the production, man, I would love to just, I would love to work with more like live. I would love to get with a band and just like,
Yeah.
I don't even want to say a band, but like an orchestra. I would love to get with an orchestra and write like a fucking epic. Like so some of my biggest, obviously Cozmo is like, one of my biggest influences. But my other, like as far as producers, some of my biggest influences like Just Blaze, the Justice League, and that's the type of shit that Justice League does is they make big shit, theatrical, cinematic shit.
Dr.
that
Dre does the
they-
same shit.
Yeah, but they get like live, they get like orchestras and choirs in there, and they're playing like that's the kind of shit that I want to do
You
eventually.
want to like create a band.
No. I want to get in there with some freelance orchestra people. I want to be able to tell them I'll play some shit on the keys that I hear and want them to make it a million times better. I want to produce the record. They'll obviously be the ones making it better.
Yeah.
But let me sit in the driver's seat for this one and let me.
at that, man. You be manifesting shit. That should be happening.
Yeah,
but
no, for sure.
there's nothing like live instruments on a beat. You can
Bro.
hear
Real
you can
harmony.
hear the
So
difference.
it's
You
so
know,
different,
I mean,
bro.
if you
It's so
even go
different.
back to the old school Too Short albums,
Mhm.
when he had Ant Banks playing the bass
Yep.
and shit, you know what I mean? Like you can hear the difference
For sure.
and the way it sounds and the feeling of it and the way it just intertwines with the other instruments on the beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
different.
whether it's live drums or live sounds.
We
like,
talked about analog gear, but
Yeah.
analog gear sounds way better than VSTs. But live instrumentation, bro, it's like
Yeah.
a whole different level, man.
Right.
Whole different level.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
Do
do
you
it.
play-
I'm gonna have Joe Bob
Get
playing the
your
Tola
third
Voce.
hand.
I play the triangle.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. or the tambourines.
The tambourines. Yeah.
Show tambourine man.
Yeah, I played the saxophone for about 3 weeks when I was a kid.
Well,
Yeah, I've never been kicked out of the. Nice. I didn't know I could get kicked out of band, but I did.
You got to kick that.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
the interviewer.
yeah.
I gotta piss hella bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Stop real
break
quick.
before we say
Hold on.
bye.
Hey,
motherfucker.
All right, little
Yeah.
piss break. We know the
Lick it,
beer is going right through me.
Yeah. Right back at
No
you.
disclosure. He's like,
Yeah,
I'll never tell me it's nothing.
yeah.
So yeah, so you were saying something about you want to get into movies.
Yeah,
Movie
so
scores.
going back to what we were talking about earlier, like as far as like
You pretend to be innocent once, but you're lady to your actor now.
yeah, no, like things I want to do in the future as a producer, bro. I would love to get into like film scoring, like do that shit. I've seen people on like real film, like guys who do film score on YouTube, bro. That shit is so dope. Like it looks fun. Like
Yeah.
I would love to do some shit
You
like
mean
that.
like meet the mood type of shit, like play some
Bro,
ominous
like
or whatever,
the emotional strings, like the
Yeah.
violins and shit. When some sad shit's happening, you're the
he's
guy
stressed
who
out.
makes
You're
the,
like,
you're the guy who,
Like a guy saying
You're-
I do, and he's like,
yeah, like you're watching the movie on the screen as you're playing. You know what I'm saying? Like filling out the keys and shit. Like okay, that would
That
go
would be
good with
sick.
that scene.
Yeah.
You know?
You ever seen that movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Bro, hell
Yeah, that's my movie. Yeah, so
Bro,
he,
I
does,
love that movie.
he does film
Yeah.
or movie.
And he fucking hates it. Like,
Yeah, he hates it, and then
for real.
he's playing that
Great
dramatic
movie.
scene. He's all boom, boom,
yeah.
like
What he say? He was
You
like,
stop watching after the first 10 minutes because the first 10 minutes is the
psychiatrist.
fucking frontal scene.
I hate the psychiatrist.
right, yeah.
Yeah, no, that
I watched the motherfucker
that
on
movie's
mushrooms.
funny as
Nobody
fuck,
warned me.
bro. I love that movie.
That's one of my favorite.
What kind of movie is this?
That
the
movie and
funniest part was was Russell Brand. That song,
shit's
inside of you,
Oh, yeah.
inside of you.
No, I like it. That part, he was like, "How you stay with her for so many years? I'll never know. You deserve a parade or an award or a cuddle or something." And I was like, "Yeah, this motherfucker." That movie has hella one-liners though.
Dude,
and I'm
hell
like,
of a- when she was like, "Oh, I'm out the snow, bullshit,
bullshit. Yeah, that's my shit.
That-
I feel like I gotta go watch it now,
He was
bro.
like, "You
You
ain't
ain't
seen
seen
that
that
movie?"
movie? That's
Oh
all
my
like,
God,
He was
bro,
like,
you got it.
I
Bro,
slept with the housekeeper.
The movie,
by the way.
when the motherfucker
She was
crying, and then Steph is next to him going, inside of you.
That boy, Seth, not Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill.
Jonah
he
Hill,
said,
yeah.
It just
Jonah-
went
it
from
was
6
Jonah
to
doing
midnight.
it,
That boy adjusted his He said it just went from 6 to midnight.
He was like, yeah.
Nah, that
He was
boy-
like, "Did you
I
listen to
don't
my
listen
album?
to
Did you
part.
listen? Did you listen?" I was about to, but then I went on living my life.
yeah.
And I was like, "That's cold."
So, all right, I'll just go fuck myself.
That's what he said. I was gonna watch this when I live my life.
well, I'm gonna drive back home. I'm gonna put it on my iPad. Let him watch
Yeah.
it.
Oh, that movie is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You gotta see Forgetting Sarah Marshall, bro.
She's out of my league.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
bro. He's naming all the gems.
Two
She's
of
out of
my
my league was
What's that?
hilarious.
That sound like a death
Stainer.
movie. What's that? Love
Stainer,
Yeah,
was-
yeah,
Stainer
Stainer.
made that whole movie,
Yeah.
bro.
It's just an indescript nickname. It doesn't mean nothing.
Bro, low key, bro. I love romantic comedies, bro.
Yeah.
Those are
Hey,
like some of my
look,
favorite
Let's
movies.
keep that low key.
Those some of my favorite movies, bro.
We watch
Bro,
rom-com
hella
all the
funny.
time.
I like mob movies.
Me too.
Right?
My favorite
I like 90s gangster movies.
Uh-huh.
And I like romantic comedies,
Bro,
bro.
romantic comedies be the
Yeah.
funniest shit ever, bro. The breakup, like I love
Oh,
that
the
movie.
breakup, yeah.
The breakup is hella funny, bro.
Oh, with Adam Sandler?
Nah, Vince Vaughn.
Oh, Vince Vaughn.
yeah.
There he goes.
Either
You know, my
way,
sister's
dude.
been through a lot.
Yeah, a lot of dicks. She
Yeah.
slept with the whole offensive, the Cardinals' offensive line.
Yeah.
Right.
I miss her.
Hey, I ain't
Yeah.
never seen no motherfucking men admit some rom-com shit.
Hey,
You gotta have a girl to know what's up, man.
Right.
You gotta
He looked at his hand.
I'm throwing one away right there. Yeah, I've been
bro.
doing interviews like a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
No,
Bro.
it's
Because
because
I
it's,
just minute, but I've been watching rom-com too with these bitches.
hey, but all the shit that you like to talk, they talk for you.
Exactly.
Like, and they come up with, "Oh man, I
Nah, my
could have
bad.
said
My
that."
bad.
When you get in an argument and shit, they're like, "Oh damn, I should have said that," because they come up with
Bro,
some dope ass
the-
one-liners.
The rom
Oh, the dudes.
the rom-coms they like resonate with us too. Like
Right.
it'd be some funny shit for the men in there too. Like
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
It ain't all about romance. It's,
No,
about,
it's not.
it's like watching Married with Children
Yeah.
on steroids. You know what I mean?
Bro,
You
she's
watch-
out of my league is,
Yeah.
is a
Married with
gem.
children. Al, would you rather A, spend the day with your wife, or B, B?
Yep.
That was my shit back in the day
That's
too,
it.
Married
Yep.
with Children. But
Really?
yeah, so doing that you see yourself doing that in the future, or you want
Hell
to
yeah, bro.
manifest that?
I'm manifesting right now. So when it happens, it was exclusively here first. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna do some film score one day. It's the
Right.
first time I've ever talked about that.
No doubt.
And when you do it, you're gonna come back and let us know how it is.
Hell,
And
motherfucking
also
yeah.
invite us to a set, man. Give us
I'm
the pass,
about to.
man. And
You
maybe
guys
we
gotta
can do
come
some
cook up
recording
with
in
me.
there.
Yeah, because I plan on
yeah.
being an actor.
I'm gonna have Joe Bob playing the violins.
Hell yeah. It's going to sound like this.
you know he can play West Side on motherfucker.
Out there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, that's dope, and you know, so you have all your accomplishments, man, that you went through and shit, right?
Yeah.
And you know,
Achieved.
yeah, achieved.
I finally
I'm
get
sorry,
one.
yeah, you got it, you achieved. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but you have all these accomplishments you achieved. What do you attribute that to?
Sixth grader.
Like
Is it your work ethic? Is it your mind state? Like,
Well, I
was it
think-
something you learned growing up?
honestly, bro, I think it's a little bit of the work ethic, but you know, I think I gotta give a lot of credit to God, bro. Like, cause God
How did I know you was gonna go there? I was going to.
because it's facts, bro. Like,
I must have the secret.
no,
God
no.
bless the game,
Hold on, God,
baby.
in a minute, I'm being there too.
Honestly, bro, I can't take all the credit for the gifts that I have. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm super grateful that God is you know, gave me the ability and the talent to be able to make a living off music and, you know, be as fortunate as I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's cool that you that humble because like you thought you wanted to do something, it happened or it's
Yeah.
happening to you. You're doing
yeah.
it and you're giving grace to God.
Nah, I mean,
That's dope.
to
I
me,
believe
like, it
that
has
shit. I
nothing to
believe in
do
God's plan. I don't know.
I'm
what the fuck
humble for
happening.
sure, but to me, it doesn't have nothing to do with humble, bro. Like, I truly believe that, bro. Like, I truly believe that God gave me the talent that I have and, you know, blessed me, you know, to the point where I could, like I said, make a living off
ain't
music and not painting no more.
They don't shine
Yeah.
shoes no more, man.
And no shine shoes. I don't know if they didn't go back up there and tell you.
God bless the game. God bless the game for real.
Yeah,
That's
no.
dope.
So, yeah, I gotta give obviously credit to God for all the things He's done for me, and also Cozmo, man. Like, you know, going back to that, like,
Whoa.
Cozmo is
Bit of equals? I'm playing with you.
no, definitely not equals, but Cozmo, bro, has done so much for me in this music shit, man. Like, I wouldn't be where I'm at today without Cozmo. Like, that's my brother, one of my best friends, and he looks out for me all the time. Whenever there's, you know, he's my manager, so, you know, I guess that's what he's supposed to do, but
Right.
he goes above and beyond for me. Like, even shit that he doesn't have to do, he does for me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, Cozmo has definitely played a huge part in the success that I've had as a producer.
Yep.
So
Yep.
shout out to Cozmo, man.
Shout
It's
out
my
to
dog,
Gotta get him in here one day,
bro.
man.
100%.
Shit.
That's easy,
Make
bro.
that-
That's
make that
easy.
call. Let's make it happen.
Yeah,
That's
just tell them
easy.
we're gonna go down the street real quick and just keep driving over here.
Cosmo's out here, man. He don't live. He don't live too far from here.
Oh,
yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get him on here one day.
yeah, for sure. Absolutely, we make that happen for sure.
So,
Hell yeah.
Cosmo's as solid as they come, bro. The
yeah, 'cause
coolest
you gotta
dude
come
ever.
back anyway because you gotta bring CJ with you.
Bro, I'm coming back with CJ next time,
Yeah.
bro. For sure. We're gonna do a part 2.
Luke,
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm about to have CJ bring
We
the
gonna have to go
guitar.
crazy, yeah.
you know
We're gonna do a
what? We should
campfire
do that.
session.
You should do that.
Straight
Straight
up.
up. Check out the studio and record, bro. Get some background.
Bro, that'd be dope. If you guys are more than welcome to. I mean, is your setup mobile?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Bro, that'd be dope. You guys come to my
Say
spot,
less.
man.
We're
Come to
there
the
one day.
studio and yeah,
Yeah, it's done.
set up
It's
and
Back it
doing
up
that.
right now.
do a live stream of
Because
a
you know what's
studio
gonna be
session.
dope is that live you're gonna see different opinions in that room of artists
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
watch it happen.
Yeah,
Which is, if
100%.
you've never experienced that in the studio,
Yeah.
it's so dope.
Maybe we get AWACS in there or something. You know?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Have you guys had wax on here yet?
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
Back when we were with
Yeah, that's
Shimo,
my boy right there.
We won't have him again too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know him
Yeah.
since I was
He
young.
was late. We had like
Yeah,
15
bro.
minutes.
Yeah.
I've
I'm
known
from
Wax.
UT.
bro.
I'm from Antioch. We right
Yeah.
there. They'll just help
That's
me
my
for
boy,
friends.
man. Me and Wax used to have the same manager that I used to rap back in that long time ago. Me and Wax used to have the same
Oh, I
manager.
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said don't do it
Why,
anymore.
why you
Yeah.
saying like that? Oh, man, I must hear it. Actually,
You know what? I'm cutting you off without using my blinker, bro. My bad. My
you're
bad.
good. You know, your
I
shit.
want to shout out my brother Matty Boy, man.
Yeah, shout out Matty Boy, man.
Shout out my brother Matty Boy, man.
Boy beast, man.
We just dropped a little single today. The music video that came out today, and I haven't rapped in probably
rapped on it?
15 years, bro. I rapped on it, yeah.
Play it right now. Let's get started.
Bro,
Yeah,
you know,
so,
and Matty Boy's a dope artist as well.
Bro,
we had him on here, man.
Yeah, nah, bro.
He's a good dude,
Dude, Matty Boy is as solid as they come, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I've known Matty Boy for probably about 4 years, but I feel like I've known him my whole life,
Yeah.
bro. Like I
He's
would
one of them
trust
dudes.
Matty Boy with my life, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's my dog, bro.
Shout out Matty Boy,
Shout
man.
out Matty
We all
Boy.
had him at a show or whatever. Where was that? Whatever.
The Tigers Den Bully
Yeah.
Gang
Yeah,
Dog Show.
yeah,
yeah.
He was performing.
His performance was dope. Easy to talk to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, we know fucking the same people. Of
yeah,
course.
yeah. That's
World
that's
peace.
one of my closest friends, bro. I
he's
love that
dope.
dude.
And I haven't known Matty Boy as long, right? But since we met, like, man, he just like a brother, man.
Nah, bro, he's a real
It's
one,
like
bro.
we've known
Yeah.
him for hella years and shit.
exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Let's be honest though. When you come on this show, sit at this table, we shake hands with you, hang out with you. We kind
We're
of
fam.
we're family
fuck
now.
with you,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're fam. Nah,
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
you-
building the motherfucking
part of
back.
that.
We locked in, man.
Yeah,
Come
for
on,
sure.
man. We
I'm gonna
locked
send you all.
in.
I'm gonna send you all my kids' names and what they want for Christmas. Family. I'm gonna
Yeah.
send you guys all a list of my kids' names, what they want for Christmas. Family.
they all want exclusive beats.
Yeah.
Please put the
I got
expectations
you
for a little
guys.
surprise.
Your kids rap?
Keep asking
They
my
do now, but
kids.
keep making these type of friends,
I keep asking my
man.
kids like, yo, when do you guys want to do some music? I'll write it.
Yeah.
I'll write music well.
Yeah.
No. Damn. Oh, he's split him like a
Nah, the kids nowadays are too cool, man. They
They wanna
they're
be
different.
YouTubers.
Yeah, they're different. Yeah, they want to be influencers.
They want to play Fortnite and get
You
paid.
don't want to fucking do addition like no.
Honestly, I do too. Actually,
I'm so bad at fucking
bro,
video games.
I seen some shit that T Grizzly made like $100,000.
He's in the game world.
Video game.
He in the
And
game
one
world.
month,
He in the
paid
game world.
$100,000 in 1 month
He
just
also
on
motherfuckers
Twitch
is forcing.
playing video games.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, bro,
I'm
what?
in the wrong fucking business.
For real?
No, bro, because I was I set up the trade shows and convention centers and stuff. So
Yeah.
I worked the TwitchCon in San Jose a few years ago.
Yeah.
And bro, when I tell you the
For like
way
epileptics was TwitchCon.
TwitchCon, oh, it's for the nerds that play video
Yeah.
games. No,
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
another way to make money. It's a streaming site. You know what I mean? So we set up
Sorry.
we set up the TwitchCon, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm setting this up. I'm like, bro, they ordered all the like stanchions and shit. The show's huge.
Yeah.
Right? It's huge.
No, I can imagine.
and
Twitch
so
is a
we're
big
doing
deal.
it, and we're working around the clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I worked like 32 hours straight to the end, to the beginning of the show
Yeah.
to get it going, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you see all these people, bro, and some kid goes up to play video games in this big blue tent, bro, and all these people just rush over there, bro. And they're
He
just
was
fucking
probably a
cheering.
G.
Bro, that dude was getting, bro, they were telling me how much that kid made, bro. And
Oh
he was
my
like
God.
17, 18 years old, making millions of dollars playing fucking video
On
games.
Twitch,
Oh,
huh?
bro, on Twitch.
Man, that's crazy.
And they had
bro.
a big Fortnite booth because it just came out.
Yeah.
Bro, it was cracking, bro.
Bro,
I remember
I
that
wish-
booth was this big in the beginning, and then the next show, it took a whole fucking hour.
You ever
bro.
seen a
The
kid play
technology,
Fortnite?
the technology is way different now, bro.
You've never
Like,
seen a kid play Fortnite. I've seen several, and they all do the same thing. Kids that don't know each other, separate living rooms, separate game consoles. They all jump up and down and go crazy. It does something to these motherfuckers. Now I'm telling you, they all behave the same. It's wild.
yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah,
It's winning.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I wish I was born too early, I guess.
Video games.
How old are you?
Music and
You
movies,
I'm
video games,
35, bro. I
35?
just turned 35. Yeah.
Damn.
You never had a beat on a
bro?
32.
you never had a beat on a video game?
What did you say?
You never had a beat on a video game?
No, I have. That's actually one thing that I haven't done, but I do got me and Cozmo and my boy Max Perry. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
know
Max
him.
Perry. Yeah,
Yeah.
he helps people get publishing and stuff.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Shout
my
out
boy.
Max Perry.
Shout out Max
Hook out
Perry.
my boy Fangus. Hook out my boy
Yeah.
Fangus too.
Yeah, that Max Perry is my dude. So me, Cozmo, and Max Perry, we produced a record for Killer Mike, and it's on this TV show that's about to come out. I believe it's on FX, and it comes out next year. It's called The Gray House. So it's like a series, like an 8-episode series about the Civil War, and the stars are Kevin Costner and Morgan Freeman. So that was my first. So we
racy.
yeah. So we produced that record, and it's the only rap record on the soundtrack.
Really?
But the soundtrack is full of like A-list fucking artists. Like I'm talking like Bon Jovi and
How
I think
did it get
Rihanna's on there.
Like who?
Shout out. I believe it was Will Bronson. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Will Bronson. He's
we all know Charles Bronson. No.
so Will Bronson is Killer Mike's manager, and I believe he had a label in the Bay Area. I believe it was Sumo Records. You
I remember Sumo.
Yeah. So
Wow.
so I believe he started off with. I don't quote me on this, but I believe Will Bronson. I know it was either City Hall or Sumo. I think it was Sumo, but so Will Bronson has been around for a long time, and now he manages Killer Mike. So he reached out to Cozmo, and he reached out to Cozmo about a record for this TV show. And yeah, we produced the record for Killer Mike, man, and it's the only rap record on the soundtrack. Like I said, bro, like the soundtrack has like a bunch of A-list artists on it, but it's like like I said, Bon Jovi. I think Rihanna's on there. I think there's like a few different like really big artists on there. So that was cool. That was my first, they call it music. They call it
You
licensing.
get any points on that record?
Yeah. No, I don't get any points on that record. So
Still an accomplishment.
But
Yeah.
tell me how important is publishing for that?
Wow.
bro, it's huge. But it's the deal. Like, it's not a big deal. It's the deal. No, but so again, we sampled a record on there, and we could have got a lot more if we didn't, but the plan was kind of to sample this particular record.
Yeah.
So, I'm just grateful to be a part of the process, man. I'm just happy to be here. You know what I mean? So shout out to Cozmo, shout out to Max Perry, shout out to Will Bronson for lining up the play. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
man.
that builds your resume.
Builds
right?
your resume,
And
put some money in my pockets, man. It was a nice, it was a nice
was
little
good.
thing.
that
Yeah,
makes you
yeah.
more credible for the
100%.
next time for the next project. right?
100%, bro. Dude, we could fuck around.
for that. You do it.
I'm telling you, bro, we could fuck around and win an Emmy off that. Like,
Oh,
you know what I
man.
mean? So, like, bro, like, God willing, that would be awesome,
Well,
bro.
most of
Can you
the
submit
songs,
shit to all that anyway? Fucking TV, movies,
Disney movies,
I need
bro.
to get a. I need
Disney
to get
movies, bro.
I know,
Imagine
bro.
the next Lion King, bro.
We happen to have
See
a
that
management group
goes
probably
back
help
to
with
all
that.
the shit I was
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
earlier. Like I would love to do all that.
Yeah, because
shit. I would love to write a record for Moana 3.
Bro,
you know what I'm
right?
saying?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
write a
Just
musical for the.
Actually,
I
the
know-
second movie soundtrack wasn't that good, bro.
I haven't seen
a little
it. You saw it?
disappointed. Yeah, I had to
haven't
see it.
seen it too?
I had to see it to make sure it was okay for my kids to watch it.
Dude, I swear.
Yeah.
My daughter loved the
cry?
first Moana. We haven't seen the new one yet, but like shit like that, I feel like I could honestly do. I feel like I could really write a Disney record.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
When
Like,
we were growing up, they don't
there's
remember
a
it.
bag.
Yeah,
first,
no.
but they're
No,
gonna give you a bag.
We're about the same age. They're ancient. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like when we were growing up and we would watch the VHSs.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You guys remember the VHSs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we watched,
before CD?
they would do like at the end of the movie, bro, on the people making the music for all those Disney movies and stuff
Yeah.
like that. The Lion King, Mulan, shit. They made music videos for it. They ended up doing soundtracks for all
Yeah,
those movies, bro.
yeah.
And that's where shit, Christina Aguilera was getting most of the dough, bro. Mariah
Bro,
Carey was getting hella dough
The
off that.
publishing bag off
Like
Disney
that?
movie, bro. I can't even imagine.
Bro,
Like
I'll start
that,
doing it.
That
Yeah. Sign
what's
me
that?
up.
Frozen. You know, we got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You want to build a
I
snowman?
thought he was
Bro,
gonna say
yeah.
you wrote Let It Go.
Yeah, let it go. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
let
can
it
you
go.
imagine the
Yeah.
publishing checks
You
they're
wouldn't
getting?
have to work ever again in your life.
So look, bro, look. I was watching an interview with I forgot the dude's name, the lead singer of the Eagles.
Don.
no,
The original
hell no, I ain't no Asian dude.
Don
The Eagles.
Henley.
Don
or-
Henley,
okay,
yeah, Don Henley. I was watching an interview of Don Henley on YouTube, actually not too long ago, and he said that he could make enough money like for a lifetime if he never dropped another song again just off Hotel of California.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
The
said,
story
bro,
how they put
they've
it
made
together is
so
dope.
much bread off that record. It's
gets used
crazy.
Hey,
everywhere.
Music fact, real quick. Don Henley and Sheila E. are the only two artists ever to play percussion and be a lead singer.
And be a lead singer, bro. Like, it's so weird. Like if you see them
It's
live,
impossible,
he's
by the
playing
way.
the drums and singing at the same time.
Yeah.
You usually imagine like a
It's hard to play the guitar and sing, but
or
to
a
be the
bass
drummer,
player like Paul McCartney, like from the Beatles, like a bass player, fucking
Yeah.
singing the fucking
Yeah.
the lead vocals. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, what about that kid that sang that Lion King song and they tried to pay him $2 million?
Oh,
he turned it down.
Jason Weaver.
Yeah, he
Jason
turned
Weaver,
it down to get the residuals.
His mom, bro. His
Yeah.
mom was a thug. She
Yeah.
was a gangster.
They
Shout
turned
out
down-
Jason Weaver.
Yeah, and his mom,
Yeah,
man.
his
Fuck.
mom, yeah.
They turned down $2 million up front to get 100.
And took the publishing.
Yeah.
They took 100,000 up front and took the
Yep.
publishing instead of the
Killed the game.
advance.
but had longevity and killed the bag.
Anderson Paak?
Bro, yeah, that's true. Anderson
Who's
Paak
that?
plays. Anderson Paak, the drummer
From
from Silk Sonic.
yeah.
Silk Sonic is Anderson Paak and Bruno Mars.
So
But
there's
it's
three of them.
spelled like P-A-E-K or something.
It's P-A. It's P-A-K.
Well, I'm fucking Grammy Award and everything else.
Is that what? I thought it
I
was
just-
P-A-E-C-K or something.
Yeah, 2 A's. Yeah.
I got a GED.
Yeah, well, you
No
got
ways.
a bunch of people that can't spell, and then you
Yeah.
misspell it. So that's a recipe for just.
I got hella good spelling.
I can
I got spell check.
Yeah, spell check. Yeah,
Yeah.
Y'all do. That doesn't even work half
That
the time.
doesn't even work.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm going to the store. It says, hey, I'm fucking a whore. Like,
Yeah.
the hell? Like, no, that's not what I typed.
Well, maybe my phone just knew I was lying.
People said, ma'am, soft bra. No, Sam's Hofbra, motherfucker. I'm not even saying it right.
Soft broad.
Yeah, no, but yeah, man, that's a whole bunch of stuff, man. We'd love to have you back, man. We're gonna wrap
Man.
Yeah,
this
you
up.
back, man.
Thank you
Is
for
there
having me, brother.
anything? Is there anything else you want people to know, man?
Like the date we're gonna do it live at your studio.
Yeah,
No,
well,
we
we'll
gotta-
figure
we'll figure that
We'll
out.
figure that out. I want you guys to
Word.
come through, man.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
appreciate
sick.
the
Y'all
hospitality
be
of you
second
guys
one,
having me here, and shout out you guys, man. I love what you guys are doing here, man. This is dope, man.
Man, we
I'm-
love what you're doing, man.
I appreciate you guys
Yeah.
having me, man.
And it's good to
Shout out to
connect.
Fats, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, nah, man, we got a lot of shit coming, bro. Like especially me and me and Fats and GB got a really dope project,
record's
man.
great.
I'm excited for that one.
That one particular song we was bragging on. That'll blow your fucking mind. 'Cause
The Ghetto record. That's my
things
favorite
was addressed
record.
in that you
Yeah.
had never heard.
Oh my god,
Especially for somebody on our fucking side of California.
dude, Fats. I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
crazy, fool.
Fats verse on that.
It's crazy.
Way
verse-
different than I thought he was gonna come. Cause GB, I ain't gonna lie, GB got in the booth and did his verse. I was like, whoo. I'm like, I feel bad for Fats. You know, Fats got to follow it up. And then Fats got in there.
You felt that way. He's like,
Fats
really?
got in there and did his verse. And it was like a movie. I'm like, bro,
Right,
Fats' verse is a movie on that shit.
Everything in that verse in my head. I was like, damn.
Bro, like
we all know
yeah, no, it was
the
it was
truth.
yeah.
But nobody speaks about it over here.
Nah, bro, his verse on there was like a visual, bro. I was like, holy shit, it's like I'm fucking movie. I'm like watching a movie listening to this verse right now. Yeah.
It's just hard.
As a matter of fact, we should do a short movie for it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Let's do
Like,
it. Let's do a 10-minute movie.
Hey, stop giving
Yeah.
stop giving out our ideas on the podcast.
Yo, let's do that though.
Yeah, I'm down. Hell yeah. We're doing short films.
yeah, I mean, when
Shout out
people,
Blaze.
when people finally listen to it, dude, they'll get it, right? You know
I
what I
can't
mean?
wait.
Hey, I can't wait either. I've been so hyped about that. I've been talking about it in almost
hella
every
do that.
podcast. I've been
Man,
saying like,
man, thank you,
I've
brother.
been leaking shit, and I'm like, I'm looking at him, and I'm like, am I saying too much? Like he's like, whatever.
Nah, we about to drop it
But-
soon. It's about to.
But I'm a fan of that whole project, man. That everything in there was it was to the T, man. And when
Ooh,
people
man,
hear
thank
it,
you, bro.
I know they're not going to be disappointed.
Dude, I don't
Thank
nut
you,
ride. When I said it was the dopest experience I had in the studio, I've had a ton.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Thank you, man. I
Only one
appreciate
at a time
that.
I had a human in the booth that understands what you were saying, like he was saying,
Yeah.
and adjusted the way he was telling them to and such, and that worked out like that. Like
Yeah.
that's when that shit come together. It's dope.
Yeah, man. Thank you,
Music
bro.
don't gotta be like no quick run, boom, boom. Like love it, adjust with it, edit.
Enjoy it,
Make it
man.
dope.
Have fun. Like
you only
period.
get one
Like
chance when you hit
have
fucking
fun.
record and send. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Have
do your
fun
best.
with it, bro. Like that's rule number one with this music shit, bro. Have fucking fun. If you're not having fun, then what the fuck are you doing? You know?
Right.
So yeah, we went in there working.
Yeah. Nah,
Breaking the
we were
bullshit.
drinking beer, having fun,
Yeah.
bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm down.
But it came out with a dope project, man.
Exactly.
And congratulations to you for all your successes, man.
Thank you,
May
brother.
you have
I
many
appreciate
more,
that,
man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations on
Yeah,
all
you're-
your
Just
platinum
saying
plaques and
Thank you,
and-
man. Thank you.
You know,
Motherfucker got
man.
flex.
Yeah, you
I
got
was
you
trying
got
to be like a
plaques.
weirdo and look at them all. Like I'm not looking at that, bro.
And it's cool being from Northern California.
Yeah.
And being Mexican,
Yeah.
half Mexican.
I'm half Mexican,
And
man.
you know what I
Half
mean?
breeds,
Shit.
half breeds
So-
up top.
half breeds,
So,
man.
hey,
half breeds.
that hits a little different because you don't see a lot of
Latinos, like,
yeah,
yeah,
especially
exactly.
with your last name,
Yeah.
that are fucking getting to that plateau and shit.
Yeah, man. I'm trying
Shout
to
out to Burn.
Put
and
on
shit.
for us. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so congratulations to you and
Thank you,
everything,
brother.
man. And we want to have you back, and
Appreciate
we're
it,
definitely gonna set up a date where we can go to your studio and just record.
bro,
some. Maybe
I would-
do a
Stay
live.
tuned.
It would be
Whatever.
it would be an honor, bro. I would love to have you guys over, bro. I think
What's a drinking holiday?
we would make it like I feel like we'd have some dope content to
Oh,
make.
yeah.
You know,
I think it would be.
we'll cook up something from scratch, and we'll talk about it, and we'll fucking
Do it.
You guys get to see me work live and see Fats work live,
Yeah.
and
Right.
you even too. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
whatever.
You getting there with us and go crazy, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do that for me.
Yeah, write
We
me
go-
something too, bro. I'm gonna be like Kevin Hart. We got Kevin Hart in the studio. Shit.
Did you say Johnny
Bang,
Turkey?
We'll get Joe Bob to play the banjo.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, that's probably in my blood, honestly. You know, ding, ding, ding,
The bagpipes.
Yeah, hell yeah. I can play that.
If we give a banjo, we can play it.
Yeah, yeah.
Pull it out.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm good, and all of a sudden my cousin starts calling me and shit.
Yeah.
How'd you know, darling?
Tweak
How'd you know?
So shout out your IG real quick. How people
Oh
get a
yeah,
hold
so
of you.
all of my social media is Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that shit is Vidal Garcia at Vidal Garcia without the I, VDAL Garcia.
Vidal
Yeah,
Garcia,
yeah.
yeah, and I'll post that in the link at the bottom.
Appreciate that,
what I
man.
mean? So
Thank you.
motherfuckers can get a hold of you and get some dope work done, man.
Thank you,
So,
brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. No Paperwork Podcast.
Yeah.
Dopest
Vidal,
podcast cooking, baby.
one of the dopest producers out here, man. Period.
Get it
man.
up. Appreciate
Hey,
you guys, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you for coming on, man.
And that's
It's been
for your
another
reputable source.
Yeah.
reputable source, man.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to you and everything you do. Vidal, man. No Paperwork Podcast, man. Peace.
Peace.
No paperwork. Motherfucker, them September 11th figures. No paperwork. An interrogation. No paperwork. No paperwork. You the only one that got out the squad car left. No paperwork. No paperwork. No paperwork. The rest y'all got bedrolls went upstairs. No paperwork. No paperwork. Finna slide mine under the door, I'm starving. No paperwork. Hey, say just tell the truth. You don't wanna call it debrief. No paperwork. Yo, man, but if you told me, who else you tell? No paperwork. 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 No paperwork.